Darlings, it's Mummy, Sybil Brunson, and I'm coming to you from Cherry Grove right now. Darlings, you've seen, for those of you that follow Mummy's Tourette's, you've seen everything green and lush and wonderful and people everywhere with flip-flops and swimsuits on, even the ones who shouldn't be in swimsuits. But you rarely see the island in the winter when it's cold and a little bit more drafty and certainly more abandoned. And this is what it's like. Wide open walks, the sun coming in at an absolute angle. Look at this. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is and it's going to be lower. The sun is going to be lower than this pretty soon. This isn't even close to being the shortest day of the year yet. We're a month away from that. In the time that I've been gone, this used to be trees and butterfly bushes, and right across the walk from our house, they've built the new fire department garage so that they can house fire trucks at this end of the island, as opposed to all the way down there past that. Let me see if I can enlarge this for you. So you see that vehicle? Well, that's the middle of town, and then way beyond that is the fire station. So they decided that for safety's sake, especially during the busy summer when it's hard to get through the crowds, they would build this new garage and fire safety area and inside there are the cute little golf cart fire trucks that we usually have. Let me narrow that down. And of course, it's right across the street from my little cottage, and there's my area up there. You can see that we've draped the roof against storms, and of course the wind has been blowing our tarps around, so we're going to have those re-anchored. This is this is quite dramatic, because when we left 2 months ago, we've been gone for actually over 2 months. This was just they hadn't even put the deck in yet, let alone the pilings. No pilings, nothing. There, of course, is Rose Levine's house. Wonderful Rose Levine and Michael Fitzgerald. They're long gone too, and they're diehards. They usually stay out way into the season, so they're gone. Everyone seems to be gone, although my neighbor Bob Conlon, who has the wonderful nursery where I buy a lot of my plants from, he is out this weekend, so I might be able to see him for a cup of coffee. You can see Paul's garden is going to sleep. I'm amazed actually that everything is as green as it is. Look at our holly tree, doing wonderfully. And here's my garden. Get ready. Take a breath. You Touretters, you're going to be stunned when you see. So, the gate was barricaded, as it will be. You could see, look at the angle of the sun. You never see, the sun is usually high and blazing. Look at my coleus. Look at all of that, but look at the lavenders. The lavenders are there, even that little lavender in the pot over there. Look at this. Look, lavenders, but of course, you see the gay feathers there, the liatris, my balloon flowers completely down, those beautiful purple balloon flowers. But look at this. So strange what's green and still sort of functioning and what isn't. That's blue-eyed grass right there, and there's the carnations, dianthus right there. This is blue-eyed grass, which seems to have gotten thicker and thicker. I guess it'll be back. I hope so. My wonderful maiden's tears right there and there. They are, hibernating right now. I want them to come back. They were the weed that came into my garden. Look at this. Oh my God, look at this. What's here, still functioning. Look up there, the Calabrocoa. They're as green as can be. These are annuals. How are they surviving? And there's even one blossom there. Do you see the purple blossom there? How did they do that? I have no idea. A gazania. Look, these are the gazanias. They're still doing fine. There's gazania down there. I don't know. Those are definitely going to be gone by next spring. I hope they're self-seeding. If I shelter them enough, I'm going to be sheltering a lot of these plants. Maybe some of them will survive. Look at the hens and chicks. God, they're indestructible. But of course, they date back to the dinosaur age. So what are you going to do with them? This just stuns me. It's freezing cold, and not only are the Calabrocoa green, but there's still one blossom left there. How did they do it? How on earth did they do it? How is this one doing it? It doesn't seem possible. It's so strange what survives and what doesn't. Of course, over here we've got we had geraniums, we had all sorts of different things. They're gone. it's fascinating. It's all fascinating. You know, look how big my coleus got. Now, see those seed pods? If I sprinkle those in the soil, which I might just do, we might have coleus come up in the spring. Although, you know, it takes a while for them to go from a little bud to what they need to be. Anyway, I'm going to be dragging my lavenders under the house. I'm going to be here's yarrows. Those are trying. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with all of this. These are Montauk daisies. I didn't even get to see them bloom this year. The Montauk daisies came and went. I heard they were beautiful though. So here's my garden, and remember how I say be present, be mindful, be grateful. Look at this. Look at everything's been blown around. Storms out here and everything. You remember how I say to be present, to be mindful, and be grateful? You know something? I have to learn that more than anybody. People teach what they need to learn. And Mummy needs to learn these lessons hourly. You think that I speak from, you know, that I'm a wise person. I'm not. I have to learn these things all the time, over and over and over again. I am so grateful to have come out here and to have found everything just blown a little bit. A garbage lid tossed over there. You know, the plants are all in place. So by the end of today, I will have closed up the house. I will have sealed things up. I will have moved all the pots to where they need to be, safe and sound. I will have barricaded the entire garden. And I will say my prayers. I'll say my prayers about all these plants and hope that they make it through till spring. My little lavenders and everything. Look at this. Last little blossom on there. So I will hope for the best. And it's interesting. It's all a lesson, isn't it? It's all a lesson. And even here, you look at that. There's one of Paul's plants. There's the plant that has gone by for the season, the summer, all the dead. And look below, the beginning, in November, the beginning of the green growth starting. Yes, it'll be cold. Yes, the snow will fall. I'm sure that at some point that will be buried. But that is such a metaphor. It's such a metaphor for the hope and the renewal that we all want to see in life and in our adventures, isn't it? So, signing off from here, being present, being mindful, and goodness, being grateful. My heart is breaking. It is so full of gratitude. Until later, darlings.